Good morning, Year Ones. Welcome to Thursday's maths lesson. Today we'll be comparing numbers to 50. Let's warm up by reciting our numbers to 50. We're going to do actions today as well.
Golden Kids Learning.
Numbers 1 through 50.
So pat your shoulders.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Now clap your hands.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20,
Pat your head.
21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30,
And your shoulders.
31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40,
Clap your hands.
41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Okay, let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50.
Brilliant. Super counting, everybody. Okay, we've got some more dinosaurs today. The dinosaurs are guarding their bones. Who has more bones? Is it T-Rex or is it Stegosaurus? How do you know who has more bones? I'd like you to pause the video and discuss this with your adult. So Stegosaurus had 21 bones. T-Rex only has 20 bones. 21 is a greater number than 20, so Stegosaurus has more. Who has more bones now? Is it Pterodactyl or Stegosaurus? Now we know that Stegosaurus has 21. Pterodactyl, his bones are all in a mess. They're not in a nice neat pile like this. But he's saying, I have 25 bones. So, who has more? Which is the greater number? Now, can you see in the middle, there is this symbol. Do you remember what that means? We use that to show more than or less than. So we pretend that it's a crocodile mouth, and our crocodile always wants to eat the bigger number. So for example, I've drawn 5 spots on this side and 3 spots on this side. 5 is a bigger number than 3, so our crocodile would want to eat the number 5. So his mouth would face the number 5. So have a look on the screen. Where would our two numbers go? We have 25 and 21. Which is the greater number? That number needs to go in the first box because the crocodile's mouth is facing the first box. The greater number is 25, isn't it? And 21 is less than 25. Let's double check on a number line to see which is the biggest number. Here I've circled 21 and 25. 25 is further along the number line, so this means it is the greater number. Now let's look at this using a part-whole model. Here we have number 21 because that's how many bones that Stegosaurus had. 21 is the same as 2 10s and 1 1. 25 is the same as 2 10s and 5 1s. We can see in our part-whole model that this is the greater number because there are more ones. Now let's look at this using Deans. Here we can see we have 2 10s and 1 1. That is 21. Here straight away we can see that this is a bigger number because there are more ones. Here is the number 25. Now look at the dinosaur eggs and compare the amounts. I want you to pause the video and see if you can work out how many there are. See if you can see a pattern because there's the same amount in each of the top 3 rows. Pause the video now. Okay, so did you notice that there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 dinosaur eggs in each of the top 3 rows. So if we use our knowledge of counting in tens, we can count them 10, 20, 30, and then we add on our ones. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32. There are 32 eggs in the top picture, in the top group. Now let's see in the bottom group how many there are. I can see that there are the same amount in this row. So we know that must be 10. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So in the top group there are 32. In the bottom group there are 34. Which is the greater number? It's 34. Now let's compare the two amounts when put into tens frames. The top tens frames with the red spots show 32. The yellow spots show the number 34. Can you see that? 10, 20, 30 and 4. 10, 20, 30 and 2. So you can see really easily which is the greater number. It's 34. There are more spots for 34. Now let's compare the numbers on a number line. Can you see the two numbers 32 and 34? They've been circled. 34 is further along the number line. That means it's the greater number. Now let's look at it with our symbol. Can you see that the crocodile's mouth is open towards the number 34? That's because he's greedy and he wants to eat the biggest number. 34 is the greater number. 32 is less than 34. Look at the dinosaur eggs now and compare the amounts. You can pause the video to do this. So did you notice that there were 10 in each row again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That means we can count them very quickly. 10, 20, 30, and then we carry on from 30. So we've got 30 in our head, 31, 32, 33, 34. There are 34 dinosaur eggs in the top group. So we can see by looking at the pattern that there are 10 again in these top rows. Can you see how they line up? So we know there are 10, 20, 30, and then we count our ones. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. There are 36 eggs in the bottom group. Oh, so which one is the greater number? Is it 34 or 36? Okay, so our two numbers are 34 and 36. You need to use the number line to compare the two groups of eggs. We have 34 here and 36 here. Okay, so which is further along the number line? I wonder if you can write those two numbers down on your whiteboard or your piece of paper, number 34 and 36, and then can you have a go yourself at drawing your crocodile mouth to show which is the greater number? Remember, his mouth needs to be open towards the greater number. So hopefully your crocodile's mouth is facing number 36. It's open towards 36. Because 36 is more than 34. The other end is pointing towards 34 because 34 is less than 36. And we can see that really easily on our number line too. Compare the amounts. Which way would the crocodile's mouth be facing? So have a little look and see how many 10s have we got in each group and how many 1s. Which one is the greater number? It's the second group. Here we've got 3 10s. That means we've got 30. In this group we've only got 2 10s. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1s. So we have 10, 25. 25 and 30. 30 is a bigger number. That's why the crocodile's mouth is facing number 30. Now compare the amounts. Which way would the crocodile's mouth be facing now? It would be facing this way. Here we can easily see that we've got 10, 20, 30, 40. We know that 4 10s is a lot more than this many 1s. So we know that this is definitely the greater number. Now I want you to have a think. What number could we have in the second box? Tell your partner or your adult. So the crocodile's mouth is facing towards the empty box. Here we can see we have 10, 20, 30. So your number that you need to think of needs to be a greater number than 30. Here's 30 on our number line. Our number needs to be more than 30. So if you've picked any number that's above 30 on this number line, then you're correct. Okay, now we've compared lots of numbers up to 50. Your independent task today is to compare the numbers of objects on the worksheet. This will be on the website for you. If you do not have a printer, you can compare the amounts on the screen and write your answer into your book as A or B. And for the tens frames one, you can draw those out in your book. That'd be fantastic. For a chili challenge, I'd like you to go back over the questions and write the number for how many objects are in each group. Use your 100 square to check that your numbers are correct. For a super hot chili challenge today, I'd like you to play Lucky Dip on your 100 square. So you should all have a 100 square at home because they were in your packs. I want you to close your eyes and place 2 of your fingers down onto your 100 square. Then you're going to write down the 2 numbers that you land on, and then you're going to add a more than or less than symbol in between them to show which is the greater number. remember that your crocodile's mouth needs to be open towards the greater number. Well done everybody, super maths learning this week.